Trying something new. Trying something new. And we'll see how it works out. Basically, need these. Keep what I see on anyway. Not leaking out. And what are we doing? We are sorting 75 tops, leaving them up. Okay. Good morning, everyone. It is 5:15 a.m. on the East Coast, and I realize it's early. It's Sunday morning. There would be no flea market videos for this weekend. Instead, I need to get caught up on sorting what I've already got. Now, I realize that the flea market season is going to be coming to an end, but I also need to get caught up. I need to get more organized because I'll be moving some of this stuff, not all of it, to the garage. And that will be my new workspace. So I have to buy a shed to put everything in the shed from the garage in order to make room for the cards. And there's a lot. So wait till you see when they're all together the mountain of cards that it really is. But I want to get these cards, as many as I can, sleeved up. I missed out, I believe, on there was a 40 box, 45,000 count box lot that was up for sale, kind of in my area, local area. It was within an hour's drive. The lady ended up selling it for $600, she said. So we'll wait a couple more days and see if the deal actually went through, or if, like a lot of times it happens, people back out or they just never show up. They say, yeah, I want to buy it, and then they just never show up. In that case, then I can maybe go back and get it for the price I wanted to get it for. But it is what it is. It would be nice to get it. That's 200,000 cards roughly. And that could be what holds me over for the winter, since there'll be no flea markets on Sundays, for me anyway, because it would just be too cold. No one will be set up outside, and the indoor shops, they don't specialize in cards like that, so I would be SOL. But it is what it is. I just don't know if I'm going to have enough sleeves to continue sleeving. I've got 400 plus here. We got a couple hundred cards. I got all these 73s, so yeah, it's going to be close. I do have a few more left, maybe 1,000 left. Let's find out. Hey, you're welcome, Aaron. No, I did not. Did not go to bed. Pulled all-nighter. Pulled an all-nighter. It's all right. I'm not planning to go to the flea market today. There'll be no flea market video. If you heard me mumbling to myself, two things. One, I missed out on that big lot of cards. Lady sold it, so we didn't get it. And that's fine. It is what it is. But I've got to get more organized because, I'm moving all this stuff out into the garage, and I've got tons of cards that I really want to put into, at minimum, soft sleeves. So that's what I'm doing. I got all these 75s here, and these are just from recent pickups this year, this summer, I would say. I got all these 75s here. I got all these 73s here. And I've got some 71s, some more 72s in here that I've got to get sleeved. So there's a lot of them. It would have been nice to get that big lot of cards, but it is what it is. That would have helped me for the winter without flea markets. I would have been set. I could have sorted one box every Sunday and still had plenty left over for next year. But it is what it is. Did you see my latest video for the 750 subscriber giveaway? Let's see, tapping out real quick. Bada boom. Bada bing. It's being slow today. All right, so let's see who's. Are you going to clear attention? Okay. Anyway, so Aaron, I put up my 750 subscriber giveaway video. If you want to get in on that, you can, obviously. It's even bigger than the 500 subscriber giveaway. So, yeah, I finally got a winner for the 500 subscriber giveaway for first place. And it ended up being Big Country's Wheelhouse. Now I have to contact him. He contacted me. He gave me his mailing address, but that's not enough. I got to verify. I mean, anyone can just say, "Oh yeah, this is me, Big Country, and this is my address. Send it out." So I'm gonna have to email this person and maybe have them throw something up on their YouTube page, just saying, "Hi, Boom Slang. Yeah, it's me. Send the goods," or whatever, something like that. That's all they have to say. Just so I know it's them and someone's not trying to claim it. Because, I mean, it's happened in the past, I guess. So, but the first 4 people, no one responded. I gave out 3 prizes. No one responded. So it is what it is. I'm just going backwards on the list to get the winners. So I can get that box out of here. And then I already shot the next two videos. I have everything set off to the side for 750 and for 1000. Then we'll go from there. But I did include in the 750 a rack pack of 1972 Topps baseball. A rack pack, a holiday rack pack, which is a repack. There's like 12 cards in there, but still, I mean, they're like brand new cards. So, what the heck? Yeah, no, I didn't go to bed. Told them I'll sleep sometime later on today. So it's all good. I have some videos I have to post. I got a package in the mail today from Chasing Donnie Baseball from a break of his that I bought into. So I have that to video the opening of that. I did a video today with my granddaughters, the Chaos Sisters, and it was even more chaotic than any other one so far. One had to be sent on timeout, and then she came back from timeout and just was really rowdy. The little one, the youngest one, being her terrible two self, I guess. And then, of course, she got the 3.5-year-old all jacked up when she came back with her rowdiness. So it was fun. I even employed a videographer for the shoot, and the videographer was my wife, who was just sitting there. I said, "Hold this, and you be the cameraman while we do the cards." My granddaughter wanted to do another outside video, so we did it, but on their back porch this time, not out in the yard. So we went to a church over in the town my son and daughter-in-law live in. They wanted to go see the Philly fanatic who was supposed to show up, and take pictures and just hang out because the girls love the Philly fanatic. And we got there, walked around. They had like a little carnival thing set up with cotton candy and different events. You read a ball toss, and they had prizes you can win. And we got to the point where they had little team bags full of baseball cards, and the girls were taking the team bags full of cards so we can try to open them up. But we never got around to them at their house because the Chaos Sister number 2 was being chaotic, throwing cards around and pushing cards all over the place. So that was not fun. But I did get, when I got home, I did a little video, I shot the video, finished opening up the packs of cards and opening up the team bags to see what was in the team bags. And that's about it. How's your day going? It's early. I'm trying a new setup too. I got the camera actually up there hanging off of the ceiling fan. I know it's a little far away, but trying to get a better view. I don't have it like anything to sort. I mean, I do, I guess, but find a box that needs sorting. This is just, they've already been sorted. They just need to be sleeved up. And that's what I'm doing. This is a nice Northern Ryan here. Got to be sleeved. And he's got a twin brother there. And there's a Frank Robinson right behind him. And then Pops is right behind him, Willie Stargell. And who's behind him? Hall of Famer Ferguson Jenkins. And who's behind him? Hall of Famer Lou Brock. Well, who's behind Lou Brock? Lou's twin brother, Louis Brock. And then behind him is another Hall of Famer, Gaylord Perry. And Joe Morgan's following up Joe Perry. And Vida Blue, not a Hall of Famer. For some reason, I always was thinking he was a Hall of Famer, but he's not. Anyway, he's getting sleeved up. There's Don Sutton, Hall of Famer, a little miscut near the top, but still wouldn't throw it away. I should probably actually put those lines. I only have a couple top loaders left, but that's where no one deserves to go to be preserved. Come on, baby, didn't I'm not banging them like that because you're on the chance of hitting it on the corner. Nolan. Lynn Nolan Ryan, the Express. I should probably put this Nolan in. That'll be it. Top loaders. Did you see the Jabs video today about the supplies, monthly supply thing? I might have to just get in on that so I get some supplies delivered to my house. Gotta go with the big $30 one though. Get that subscription, I guess, and go from there. Because I'm always in need of supplies. Never have enough. I put 30,000 of these just this past summer. 30,000 cards and penny sleeves, and still not enough. Not nearly enough. I'm going to put all my cards in the minimum penny sleeves. So that's like 1.6 million cards. That means I got like 1.55555 infinity. A lot of them are in penny sleeves, but a lot of 99% of them are not. Probably more like 99.95% of them are not. And these are just ones that I picked up. These aren't even the ones that are in my PC, my personal collection, that are over there on the wall somewhere. So I haven't filled out everything on those labels as far as the years, which I have to do. So that means I have to pull them all down. I have to open each one up, identify them, and then properly mark them. You still awake, Aaron? Or did you fall asleep? We have a big card show coming up in my area soon, and it's another reason why I'm not going out flea marketing. I gotta go to the show and see what's there for sale that maybe I can pick up. Kind of cheap, boxes wise. I want the Pete Rose autograph. That's for sure. So that's $70 right there, and then go from there. See what boxes they have. Yeah, it's not going to last long. These sleeves. Just like that. So 100 down. I wonder if he let this thing run for 24 hours and how many people would tune in just to see what was going on here. Might be worth an experiment just to see. And you can check in and you see that you're sorting cards, ask some questions, blah, blah, blah. You just pop in and out whenever. So, yeah, sorting 1975 Topps baseball, and then as soon as I get done with that, I'll be sorting the 73s and 72s. And that's going to burn up just this little bit here. Might burn up half of my supply of sleeves. I'm going to go more. Another case. Alright. Oh, hey, Fishing with Phil, how's it going? I don't know what happened to Aaron. I think maybe he fell asleep. Don't know. He was here and still here, but maybe his head's down on the desk and he's sawing logs right now. Maybe what you're looking at is just kind of an experiment that I'm doing. I got the fan, the camera suspended from the ceiling fan. I know it's a little bit far away. And I'm just, people can come in, go, do what they want, and just see what I'm doing. I'm sorting right now. I'm sleeving up all these 1975 tops that I picked up this year that you know, they need to be sleeved up and protected because they're such a fragile card where the borders, they just chip away, just kind of like the 71 blacks. These 75s do the same thing. The paint, the ink is so thick that it just chips and flakes off if you're not careful with them. So that's what I'm doing. And then I've got a whole bunch of 73 tops here and a bunch of 72s that I want to sleeve up. And 71s, I'm probably going to run out of sleeves. I'm going to keep sleeving until I run out of sleeves. And I've got 2, 4, 6, 8,000, 12, 1,600 sleeves left. So I'm sleeving until I'm out of sleeves. That fan's not too loud, is it? Yeah, it is. No, okay, cool. Yeah, 75 is very demanding set as well. But you just got to be careful with them. It's so fragile. I'm thinking someone cut this card on purpose for some reason. So now I got to do a comparison. Yeah, they cut the top off of this. A bunch of bozos. Do it backwards so I didn't see it. They put it on there and then flip it up. But it's hard to see for you to see, but they cut the top off. Oy, oy, oy. Alright. I'm going to sleeve it, but I'm not keeping it. I've been putting little care package together for John Jabs. It's going out this week. And basically what it's got in it is a bunch of stuff just like this. Miscuts, overduck cards. So I think he'll appreciate it. And then I got some packs of cards I'm sending in as well. Let's see up there. I'm going to put it in the thing. Yeah, it'll be fun. That'll go out this week for John. And, yeah, he'll have fun opening that, I'm sure. So, Fishing with Phil. Did you see my latest video advertising my 750 subscriber giveaway. If you want to get in on that, feel free to just follow the directions and all that good stuff. And it's a very, very big box of stuff. I'm giving away four complete boxes of cards, unopened. It's all in the video though, and a bunch of other stuff. As soon as I get past 750, I'll be able to give that away, and then set our sights on 1,000, and then go from there. But right now I've been stagnating here. I've lost a couple of viewers for some reason or whatnot. So I've been stuck here for several days, no movements. But we'll see. Sometimes you got to be on West Coast time to pick up the West Coasters, I guess, before they go to bed. That's why Eric goes on so late, I think, too, or stays on later to keep his West Coast subscribers in the loop. So I don't know if you're familiar with my videos and stuff, but I'm not doing a flea market video this Sunday, mainly for two reasons. Flea market season's almost over, and I want to save that money to try to purchase a large lot that'll carry me through the winter, where I can just open up a box, bring it in from the garage and sort through it and let everyone see basically what I found versus running to the flea market. Obviously the flea markets are always interesting because you see a lot of stuff sometimes other than cards. Toys get in the video and stuff like that, but I know nothing about toys as far as the collectability and all that good stuff. So I just do cards, and as a matter of fact, all I do now is baseball. I used to do all four sports, but it's too expensive to keep up with all four now. You got to kind of pick one and go with it if you want to get into it. Like, I don't collect just base sets. I'll collect everything. Baseball that I can get my hands on cards wise. So, other than that, what's going on with you? Yeah, what I do, to be honest with you, I try to watch everyone's videos they put up, notices. I'll run sometimes 8 browser windows I'll have open, and I'll click on everybody's video. And even if I don't watch all of it, I'll let it play to the end to make sure that they get the maximum amount of view time. Because if you check the analytics, it puts your average view time is like 3.5 minutes or something, 2.5 minutes. So you're subscribed. Well, I'm subscribed to a ton of channels too. Way more than are subscribed to me. I keep getting warnings and notifications from YouTube that you've got too many subscriptions based on the number of subscribers you have. Like, yeah, I don't spend too much time looking at the analytics because it does that. You just got to be. I know got to be patient and let things just go. Like, Like Eric said, he only had a couple hundred viewers 2 years ago. So, you know, it's, to be that big and to do what he does is really rough. See, a lot of these guys that are big YouTubers, they don't have little giveaways like every month. And when you've got, I don't know, what's he got, like 500 or 600 patrons? So, you know, you've made a commitment to them to, you know, give them something. I just started up um, fidgeting around with Patreon. I have not posted anything on my channel yet because I don't feel like I'm ready. I want to make sure that I mean, I have product. I have stuff. I spent $4,000 over the summer, actually early in the early part of the summer, buying cases of cards, boxes of cards. But I wanted to start a eBay store and turn around and sell them in 200 card lots, 200 plus card lots. Um, and I hit a stumbling block with that. I've talked just recently. I talked with um, Don Blumdahl, Hall of Fame sports cards and memorabilia. Don Blumdahl. And we talked. Oh God, we talked for an hour or more on the phone, and he he talked me through the whole uh, eBay thing, and he talked me through the whole Patreon thing. So he's got some Patreons too. Um, but I don't want to get too big. I mean, it's great to have a Patreon to help you um, do what Eric does. He goes out and he'll drop $300 at the flea market because it's a lot of that, if not 100% of that, is coming from Patreons, where it's for the average startup YouTuber doing what we do. Um, that money comes out of our pockets. It comes out of our budgets. It comes out of, we got to work overtime if we want a little bit of extra money to spend on that. You know what I'm saying? And there are always these household expenses. Like I was just talking to my wife. I want to put a shed up out back in the backyard to move everything from the garage out into the shed so I can have the garage to store, my baseball cards, my football cards, my basketball cards, my hockey cards, all 1.6 million of them, because it's just so much. Like this room is, I wouldn't say hoarding, but if a stranger walked in here, they would probably say, yeah. So, where do you live there, by the way, Fishing with Phil? What part of the country? I don't know if Aaron's still here or not. I think he fell asleep. Anyway, for those, I see there's someone else here. They're just sitting back relaxing. That's cool. Um, Basically, all I'm doing is I'm not sorting, I am sleeving up some of the cards I picked up over the summer and, protecting them, preserving them for future generations. And these are 1975s. Looks like I'm done with them. 1972 is the year I started collecting cards hardcore. Um, Hardcore by meaning I would go and cut grass for money. I would go during the winter, I'd be shoveling snow to earn money to buy the football cards and stuff like that. So um, I like the 72 design. I like the archways, it's just like cool. And then he had those in action photos that were just like I thought was really cool. And so I've been fortunate enough this year to find stuff, find bulk lots, find binders at the flea market with some cards in from all these like early 70s, mid 70s. I have a box downstairs I haven't not even looked at yet. I paid $40 for the box, and it's like you know a 4 sleeve, 3,000 or 3,200 or how many cards fit in there. So I say 3,200 count box, but it's got the four. It's not the three sleever. It's a 4 sleever, and it's all nothing but 1978 tops. The guy said that sold it to me. And the guy who sold it to me is the same guy been buying off and on throughout the summer. That guy named Art, who used to own um, back in the heyday of card um, cards, 20 million cards at one time. Can you imagine? Like that's like 20 million. That's like a whole miniature warehouse. You could fill up your garage wall to wall maybe with that, maybe. But you're talking like a big like storage unit. So I know what 1.5 million looks like, 1.6 million, and that takes up. It would take up a third of this room. So I guess a garage, and then the size of your garage. It's still, and that's what he's doing. He's been cleaning out his garage and filtering to me, and I just found him on Facebook Marketplace. That's how I find all my bulk lots. And I missed out on a 45,000 count box lot just yesterday. They sold it to someone else, which is fine. It's their prerogative to sell to whomever, to the highest bidder, and that's what they did. I basically said, I'll give you. My first offer was 250. They said, well, we turned down, like 350. So I said, all right, well then 375. And the next reply I get is, oh, someone bought it and they paid $600 for it. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Thank you for letting me know. But the posting is still up. So, and it's my experience that with these kind of sales, usually the person changes their mind or they really don't have the money, something like that. And so then I will contact them and probably Monday. If they don't contact me today and say, oh, are you still interested in that? So we'll see what happens there. I was really hoping to get it. Just so I had something to do over the winter because the flea market's not going to be open. Outdoor flea markets, indoor ones, and the ones where I go to, the indoor vendors don't specialize in cards, so it wouldn't do me any good. But as you can see right now, I'm just leaving up 1972 Topps baseball. I don't know if there's anything you guys want to see that you haven't already seen, because some people have been tuning into my style, my live things like this, live sorts, or in this case, live sleeving. I've taken little breaks from that to show different things in my collection. But like I said, the camera's up there, and I'm way down here. So I'm going to have to hold it up to the camera, and I'm not sure how well that's going to go over as far as being able to see anything anyway. But here it goes, right? Okay, so here's something. Check that out. And yeah, so the light doesn't help. The light doesn't work. $600 is a lot of money. Yep. So you can't see that very well, can you? There you go. Yeah. So that I picked this up. This was in one of the first lots I bought, and it's a Frank Robinson autograph. Um, it's got this little. It's one of those Nabisco All Star Legends cards, and it was in this lot. It was over 300,000 cards I bought, like 350,000 cards. Um, and this is from Major League Baseball Players Association for limited edition certificate of authenticity from Major League Baseball Players alumni. So and Nabisco. So I guess it's legit. It was in. It was just in with all the stuff. Like so, I'm like, oh, that's cool. I don't have a Frank Robinson autograph. I've shown this to people before. I'm gonna actually end up putting this on my. It's very hard to see because we've got plastic over it, but that's my Mickey Mantle autograph that I got. And I don't know if you lay it down there if you can see it any better or not. It's further away. Now, especially now since he's gone, he left us, and Frank did a lot in his time with baseball. I mean, the first black manager. What else did he do? Obviously, he was in the league office. What else did he do? There was a lot of stuff he did that a lot of people didn't know that Frank really was involved with. Here's one of his teammates, Brooks Robinson, a little hard to see, but that's old Brooksy autograph, and it's certified. It's slab 5 PSA, authentic. The autograph is a 10 PSA DNA certified. Same with the mantle. The mantle is just an advertisement card, but I mean it's hard to get Mantle's autograph, and this one's it's a 1988 CCC card number 10, and it's authentic, and the autograph is a 10. So, and what else? This is Bobby Mercer. I'm a Yankee fan, so I like my Yankees. And it's PSA DNA certified authentic Bobby Mercer autograph. And here's one of Ted Williams, or not Ted Williams, Duke Snider, authentic PSA DNA certified autograph. The Duke. And then I just recently got one from the flea market. Let's see if I can find it. Where are you at, Duke? Got this from a vendor at the flea market. It's a leather and lumber Duke Snider autograph. Nice. So, and it's on a piece of leather. I don't know if that's a piece of his glove or what the heck it is. But it's cool. And it looks exactly the same. Relatively exactly the same. It's comparable to be considered legit. And then right after Willie McCovey passed away, I was fortunate enough to grab this McCovey autograph. It's hard to see. Off of eBay. It's a authentic PSA DNA certified Willie McCovey autograph. And I got this out of a pack of cards. I forgot I had this. It was put away. And it's a Chipper Jones Dunruss signature series, whatever. Hard to see it, but this signature's right there on the bottom of the card. And it's a Donruss Series, Chipper Jones Braves. And it is Millennium Marks is the subset, and it's numbered, just has 611 on it. So I don't know, it doesn't say how many they printed up or whatnot. It says sequentially numbered to 611, or number 611, but it doesn't tell you how many Donruss had Chipper signed that year. So totally forgot I had a Chipper Jones on in my collection. And then I do a lot of TTM. I used to do a lot of TTM stuff. Bobby Richardson was, an old-time Yankee. Played with Mickey Mantle and Billy Martin, Whitey Ford, all those guys. He's still alive today. Bobby Richardson, living in Sumter, South Carolina. And this past summer, he invited me down for lunch because I had corresponded with him and told him, that I'd really like to meet up with him and just talk baseball sometime. And he said, come on down and have lunch. But in the summertime, he's on vacation for 3 months out of the year. And I went down during the summer. So he was on vacation, which is fine. I knew in advance that it's a pretty good chance he wasn't going to be there. And he wasn't. So another time, I would love to have had a little interview with him on my channel, and it is what it is. Maybe there'll be another opportunity. Let's see. Hey, Gary. Gary Siegel's a Philadelphia guy, or Philly suburb guy anyway, not right in Philly, but he lives on the outskirts somewhere. They're all worth something, whether it's sentimental value, Gary, or what. I mean, we didn't have everything to put our cards in back then. We didn't have nice one touches, we didn't have, penny sleeves. We had shoeboxes and bicycle spokes. That was it. And that's where they went. They either went on your bicycle spoke or the shoeboxes. I never did the whole tossing cards, flipping cards or anything like that. So. Yeah. Yeah, I remember taking mine out. See that little mat behind me that I picked up at the flea market, that baseball diamond? I used to have mine out. Put them on my bed, and I would just imagine a game going on. I mean, we didn't have video games. We didn't have. It was either you on a summer day you went outside and played, baseball with your friends or whatnot, or you it was a lousy day. You're inside playing with your cards, or if you had other toys, you played with them, obviously. But I had many a time I had my cards out and setting up teams and just going through stuff in your head, like how you would set up your lineup and who your guys were going to be, and Yeah, well, not an adult hobby. It's an adult investment because so many people get in it just for the speculation of that you know that one card that's going to make them rich someday. I look at it this way, guys. Those junk wax cards, someday they're going to be 100 years old too. And how many of them are going to be in good condition? You know, because guys are like, this is junk wax. You know, a lot of people are throwing them away. So someday they may be worth something. I can't afford the high end stuff. Holy moly. I'd rather get more bang for my buck, and that's why I do the flea markets. That's why I try to do the bulk lots, and hope to find a little bit of treasure that way. Um, you don't get much for your buck if you go high end. So yeah, who wants to take that gamble, that chance? Whereas if you go out and you go to the market and you find a binder full of nice cards, you're like, yeah, these are nice cards. I just, every time I go to a flea market and I see one of the guys sitting there selling their goods, and they always ask me, without fail, every one of them asks me, "What are you looking for?" I said, "Whatever catches my eye. That's it. It's got to catch my eye." Yeah, well, I still see some guys. I would really love to take a road trip, and there's some um, places down south, not too far south, like Virginia and North Carolina, where guys are selling them cheap. You can still get them in bulk, $7 a box, 7.50 a box. I would love to be able to take a road trip um, before summer's out, but I'm getting a visitor. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The internet loves cats. So there's her cameo. That's Shadow, making her way across. Come on, Shadow, keep going. There's a nut for you. Go, go, go. Keep going, keep going. Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, that's good. Hey, sports card collector 959, how's it going? Cat, what are you doing? Don't even get comfortable in that box. The box is going out for trash. Come over here. Come here. Get up on this chair. Come on. Get up here. Okay. No, you're not going to come over and visit. Anyway, um, yeah, I this at the beginning of summer I spent $4,000 and bought cases of uh, cards and boxes of cards and all kinds of stuff because I wanted to open up an eBay store and sell unopened packs, like in a lot of 200 plus cards. And then I was going to throw in a random autograph, either TTM type autograph or one of these unknowns from, you pull out a pack of cards like, I have no idea who this guy is. Okay. Where's that at, Gary? Jake's. There you go. Get over here. Thank you, kitty. Mm. Oh, Pottstown. Okay, I think you told me about that before. That's a bit of a drive for me. I'm not even doing flea markets today. I am just going to be doing this sorting. I got to sleeve up these cards. I used to have comic books, and I have no idea what happened to them when I was a kid. Not many, but enough to fill up one of those little, square milk carton dealia box. And I'll never know what happened to them. My mom must have thrown them out, but she didn't throw out my baseball cards. All right, cat, are you going to get in trouble? Come on, get out from there. All right, so hanging my glasses so I can continue. So all I'm doing, guys, for those of you that are just tuning in, as you're bored or just waking up and you're sitting down having your morning coffee, I am just going through and sleeving up a bunch of these cards that I picked up over the summer that have just been sitting in boxes and really need to. Um, they've kind of been sorted. They haven't had the final sort, but um, final sort meaning I put them. I store my cards by um, year, manufacturer and year, and but if I do start up a Patreon thing, then I'm gonna have to change some of that around because some people like certain players or certain teams, and it makes more sense than to have everything in alphabetical and team order instead of the way. I think maybe I'll just put together sets and then whatever's left over from sets goes by name, I guess. I don't know. Anywho, cat got down, the cat left. This is something new I'm trying out, guys. I got try not to laugh, but I got the camera hanging from the ceiling fan, so that's why it looks like it's kind of hazy in here. I don't know if turning out lights probably won't help up there. It didn't hurt, didn't help. Had no effect. Okay. So anyway, let's see who's here. Gary's still here, but even for the flea markets, yeah, that's good. The Cowboys are America's team. Didn't you know that? I don't know who gave them that title, but I don't agree. I don't even do watch football anymore. I don't follow it anymore. Um, I just stick with what I know, baseball. 1972 was a good year. Came out with the 72 tops came out with like 7 different series of cards. That's when they came out in series. Um, Not just series 1 and series 2. 7 different series of cards. You had to wait. You couldn't wait until a couple of weeks when the next one comes out. They would release them every so many weeks. Um, made It made the season seem so long, but and then high number cards were really high number cards too, and they were definitely short printed because they were already getting in gear to print up football and basketball cards at the tail end of the baseball run. So that's why they didn't take. There's a Billy Buckner, 1971 All-Star rookie, but that's not his rookie card. His rookie card, I just had it. Rookie card is where's it at? It's 1971 tops. And I put that in the tops box. I believe. So, Bill Buckner's rookie card is right here. And that's what it looks like. He's on here with Enzo Hernandez and Marty Perez, bookending Billy Buckner. 1971 rookie stars for the National League. 2 shortstops and a first baseman. And there's Yastrzemski, Killebrew, Jenkins, Sparky. What's Sparky's real name? I forget. Ernie Banks, Bert Blyleven. They only show 1 year on here. Homer and Astros rookies Roger Metzger and Buddy Harris. No, Metzger did. So, what's your guys' favorite year cards? I think someone said 74, right? McMahon, Eagles, yeah. 72, yeah. That's my first year I started collecting. I love them. 76, okay. So, I mean, obviously, if we could get into the 50s, but we're going back to just like our childhood. I wasn't really. I mean, I was born in '59, so um, you know, I have no concept of baseball cards. Um, Aaron's back. I told you he fell asleep. He was here talking. He was by. He was the only one here, and like all of a sudden he just stopped talking after 2 sentences. I'm like, Aaron, are you still with us? Are you awake? Oh yeah, Johnny Banks, nice. Can't go wrong with that. Yeah. Well, I don't know if any of you guys have seen any of my other videos, but here's some of my recent eBay uh, purchases, and these are going to be used on the channel as giveaways, either as Patreons or whatnot. There's, I think I got 20. These are holiday rack packs. So you add the candy canes on to make them like the official holiday rack packs. Otherwise, they say they're not the real ones. But anyway, I got like 20 from 1978. I mean, um, the only ones that really had anyone good on, I have. All right, come on, cat. Enough. You've been here once. Beat it. This one here's got Jim Rice on it, on the front. And then I've got, here's one from 72. By the way, I included one of these in the 750 subscriber giveaway. Holiday rack pack from 1972. And these two have Andre Dawson. So, yeah. And then the rest of these, here's a Dennis Eckersley. I mean, these are repacks, but you don't know what's in this. I don't know. How about a Bruce Sutter? And then someone's decided they were going to pack them with like, oh, let's put Phillies in here. Let's put the Red Sox on top. Let's put White Sox on top. I mean, come on, mix them up. There's Bobby Cox. He's a Hall of Famer. Not a Hall of Famer, but had a very good career. Dave Parker did. So these are going to be used in the channel, like I said, for certain giveaways and stuff like that. There's probably, I don't know, $125 there that I invested in that. So we'll see how that works out for the channel. Hey, Michael, how's it going? Yeah, you're right. Parker had a great career. I'm not sure if I'm thinking he won a couple batting titles, but so did Bill Madlock, and he's not in the Hall of Fame either. Al Oliver maybe should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know. There's so many good ball players that, for some reason or other, just didn't quite reach the bar. But now that Harold Baines is in, I can understand Lee Smith going in. Because at one point when Lee Smith retired from baseball, he was the guy that led in all the saves and stuff. He was the top save guy. So why it took him so long to get in, I don't know. But Harold Baines, I watched an interview with hold on, Tony La Russa, and they were interviewing Tony La Russa because apparently Tony had some input on Harold Baines for the Hall. I'm not sure if he had direct input or what, or whatever his influence over it was. And he kept saying was Harold Baines was so clutch. He was such a clutch hitter. And the interviewer, I forget who it was, kept saying, yeah, but he doesn't have 3,000 hits. He doesn't have 500 home runs. Yeah, but you don't understand. He is such a clutch hitter. In the clutch, he came through all the time. And we're like, there's a lot of guys that came through in a clutch. You know, they're not in the Hall of Fame. Those are guys that, well, Maris hit 61 home runs in 1961. That was pretty clutch. He's not in the Hall of Fame. Why? Because he's not a member of the 500 home run club. That's the bar. That's the bar that was set by whoever. You know, he didn't have bat. You know, he didn't get his 3,000 plus hits. You know, that's the bar. I don't think Baines had 3,000 hits either. You know, I don't think he had any of the things marked off. But then Alan Trammell didn't have 3,000 hits either. He came up short. As a matter of fact, I think Whitaker was close to the same number of hits as him. So, yeah, Trammell's in. Oh, and they were the same double play combo. Whatever. But then again, we're not the writers. We don't have a say. Stat accumulation. Did he have 3,000 hits, Gary? Wow. Bonds and Clemens. They're great ball players, but they cheated, right? Should both be in? I don't know. Okay, so he was close but short. So now the bar's been dropped to 2,500 hits. My take on Rose is if all these other guys make it, why shouldn't Rose make it? And then what? Shoeless Joe needs to go in too, right? There you go. In one of my videos, not too long ago, I was talking to that guy Art that I bought 45,000 cards off of, and we just chit chatted around a little bit after the fact, and we talked about it. Yes, we did have MVP type years with the Reds and the Phillies. Um, and he said the same. He said basically the same thing. Is that when it comes to McGuire and Sosa, the league. Oh, I'm bumping my arm. The league kind of turned a blind eye on the whole PED things, right? Pete Rose is in the Hall of Fame. Actually, his photo is in the Hall of Fame, but as part of the Big Red Machine. Years ago, when I was up there, I saw it, but his name is not mentioned. It's just there with the Big Red Machine, and he's in photos. So he said the league president on down turned their back, turned a blind eye to the whole McGuire Sosa thing because it saved baseball, right? It saved baseball. Well, nowadays, when Bonds and Clemens and all those guys are juicing, and the Palmeros and Canseco's, all these guys that are juicing, now they're penalizing them, but they turn a blind eye to the whole McGuire Sosa thing, you know. Yeah, I don't know about that child rape accusation. Was it ever proven? I mean, yeah, guys, if you see guys in here that you haven't subbed to, go ahead and sub them up because let's help each other out. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really hear about that whole. I heard rumors about having young girls brought to his room or something like that. So I don't know. We don't know the truth. We'll never know the truth. So, we don't know. We weren't there. It stinks. Personally, if I'm Rose, I wouldn't sign nothing. I don't sign nothing. What are you gonna do to me? I'm not signing a waiver saying okay, I'll take a lifetime ban. Why would you do that? Guilty or not, why would you do it? And now he's spending the rest of his life trying to get it overturned. By the way, on the 13th, 14th, and 15th of September, for those of you that are close to the Philly area, which a lot of you aren't, I know that, and I've already talked to Gary. I don't think Gary's going to go. But out near Gary, in Gary's neck of the woods, I think, at the casino, Valley Forge Casino, they are having a big card show, 300 plus tables, and Pete Rose is going to be one of the signers there. I'm going to go get his autograph, and I'm going to try to record it for my channel and see what happens. Yeah, good luck with the pitchers with their wins. It's gonna be hard to keep pulling them. All right, so that's another homer down. Anyway, for you guys that are just tuning in, um, all I'm doing is just leaving up cards. I'm not going to go to a flea market. Gary Siegel's going to one today, though. So we expect to see good stuff from you, Gary, when you get back. Guys, back in the 70s, first off, girls looked older than what they were. And girls lied about their age, too, to get things, to get into places, just like they do now. So, you know, whoever his people were that were getting him as girls or whatnot need to be a little bit more thorough with checking IDs or whatever. Back then, they didn't even carry IDs with them, so whatever. I never had an ID when I was a kid back in the 70s. So, Gary, you need to bring us back some good stuff from your flea market. All right, we want to see some good stuff. Did any of you guys tune in? Ah, you don't even have to say a word. There's some people that just turn on the camera and just show their hands. Born in 78. I graduated high school in 78. You guys at yeah, those were holiday rack packs. Um, they're kind of repacks, but uh, they were repacked a long time ago. And basically, they're 12 card rack packs. So someone, bought the packs, split them down, maybe got 2 packs out of one, and turned them out into rack packs. So yeah, yeah. And the way that I got them off eBay, the way to tell is you got to have these candy cane stripes on there. That's how you know. That's how you know they're legit. If you see some without the candy canes, they're new repacks. So these are from 1972. It's got Manny Sanguian on there. World Series champion right there. So And I've included, so I started saying, guys, my 750 subscriber video is up. Once I surpass that, we'll have a drawing for the giveaway. And I have one of these 1972 rack pack included in it. So I just posted that a couple hours ago. I got so many colors. I feel like Eric Jabs. I need to hire someone to sleeve these up for me. My wife ain't gonna do it. The cat's not gonna do it, that's for sure. Lazy cat. Gotta earn its keep somehow. So I hear from what Eric said in his video last night, that Chasing Donnie Baseball's taking a little bit of break from YouTube to get healthy. So hope all goes well there. Nice guy. And he's a North Jersey guy. So not that I'm North Jersey, I'm South Jersey. South Central Jersey. Or South Jersey. We consider ourselves South Jersey, separate from the North. I wish this. All right, Michael, catch you later. Yeah, that's what I heard. I don't know how long he's had it, or he just found out about it, or what. But hopefully it's not very bad. They caught it in time. And, makes a full recovery. But sometimes you just can't control certain aspects of our life. I'm a cancer survivor, and so I know a little bit about the fear when you first hear the C word and everything that goes through your mind. But thank God everything worked out for me. And I'm here today to talk about it. I don't talk about it, but I'm here today to talk about other things, like baseball cards and collecting them. All right, Gary, take it easy. Good luck at the flea market. So did any of you guys tune in for Donald Blomdahl's flea market? I caught his second part from day one. I didn't catch anything yesterday, and I don't know if he's doing something today or not. And guys, if you're kind of new here, you see some names you don't recognize, go ahead and hit them up and give them a subscription. Let's sub each other up. Help each other get their channels to grow. And again, I posted my 750 subscriber giveaway. If y'all want to check that out, feel free to. I'm not there yet, but that's putting it out there for other people to entice them to say, hey, you know what? Let's sub them up. Let's go. Let's get this. Let's get this prize because it's a big prize. It's like 4 boxes of cards, along with a bunch of other stuff. And then, spoiler alert, I'll probably have a second and third place again this time, just because you know it's more fun when you have more than one shot to win something. Later on today, I will be posting another video, and it'll be on this little package here. This came in the mail yesterday. It's from Chasing Donnie Baseball, and I bought into one of his breaks before he had his medical emergency, and he must have just got it out before he had his emergency because I had the notification that it has been mailed before we found out about you know his issues, but. So I can't wait to get into that and see what it is. I mean, I know what it is. I bought into his break, but still, get to add that to my PC. Anyway, so what's everyone's plans for this glorious Sunday? Okay. Well, where do you? What state do you live in there? Just fire, Spitfire. I live in New Jersey, so there's a couple around me. There's one that's within 15, 20 minutes, and then there's one that's within 45 minutes. The one that's a little closer to the north of me, closer to the center of the state, has got some nice vendors there for cards and stuff. That's where I've been going the last, I don't know, several weekends. Sundays anyway, I don't go both days. Yeah, I'd like to have seen Gary do a video on his flea market finds today. Means I'm not going out. That's all right. He's camera shy. You don't want to pressure anyone into doing anything they don't want to do. Flea markets are fun though. I mean, you get to see a lot of a lot of different things, not just cards, like oddball stuff, like pins and stuff like that. Like I know Eric picked up a whole box of these. I've picked up 4. Um, his were they're a year apart. His were pink background here. Mine are blue. They're only like a year apart. He's got 82s and 83s, something like that. And both come from the same place, from Williamstown, New Jersey, which is near to me. But I can honestly say I don't have a honey hole of a flea market that he goes to. His one he goes to is an indoor one on top of that, so it means it'll be open during the winter, which is nice. Here's a string of Hall of Fame managers: Earl Weaver, Sparky Anderson, Leo DeRocher, Gil Hodges, and then we roll right into a Gaylord Perry, another Hall of Famer. Vita Blue is not a Hall of Famer. Willie McCovey is a Hall of Famer, though. And that's another 100 sleeves down. Getting there. Oh, seems like it's taking forever. Sleeve these bad boys up. All right, get in there, Willie. That's a nice McCovey. It's pretty evenly centered. That is a nice looking card. Very nice. That is PSA worthy right there. Yeah, interesting. I have no more top loaders. So it goes to the soft sleeve. Fergie Jenkins. He's a Hall of Famer. Pops Willie Stargell. Hall of Fame. Here's a Carlton Fisk rookie card. Nice. Hall of Famer Carl Stremski. Another Yaz. And another Yaz. Got Frank Robinson. And we got a spin. But Frank's off center by a lot. Joe Morgan. I got a string of Hall of Famers right here. Brooks Robinson. Alkaline. As Brittany wants to say. Monsanto in action, Hall of Famer. For some reason, his regular card is very short printed. I think out of all these 1972 cards I have, and I've got 10,000 of them. I've only gotten one. Catfish Hunter. A very off-centered cut Juan Matty Shad. Here's Nolan Ryan. A little off-center, but very nice. And I'm out of top loaders. Damn it. Robert Bob Gibson. Raleigh Fingers, Hall of Famer. Rod Carew. And a Carew in action, followed up by Johnny Bench. which is another hard card to get, and we're getting to the high numbers, that's why. So this is number 696. Bench is 433, not a high number. Unfortunately, this bench has got some soft corners. And bench in action. Nice card, nice looking card. Nice picture, I should say. Nobody Killer, Harmon Killebrew. And a Killebrew in action. Followed up by World Series game number 4, Bob Clemente. And a Clemente in action. Followed up by Hank Aaron in action. And then the regular Reggie. This Reggie is 435. 435. Reggie Jackson in action, 436. Willie Mays. 1973 was Willie Mays' last year and his last card, I believe. So these are 72s, but still. 73 was his last year, I believe. And that was his last card. Here's the infamous Billy Martin FU finger on the bat. Flipping the bird to the photographer, supposedly. Don't know. Here's Pete Rose. He's got a nice crease right across that corner. Mr. Billy Williams. Billy Williams in action. Billy Williams in action again, but it's off cut badly. Maury Wills. Big time base stealer back in the day. This one is messed up. Big time. And the Commissioner's Trophy. And the Most Valuable Player Award. I believe that's called the Jackie Robinson Award. And that makes it 7 o'clock. Cy Young Award. Self-explanatory there. And this is Minor League Player of the Year Award. Henceforth, gold cup and the gold batter that you see on our cards today. And that's why it's there. And now you know the rest of the story. All right, guys, listen, it's now 7 a.m. in Bucaba. No, just kidding. 7 a.m. here on the East Coast. And I am going to go downstairs to get some breakfast. So I'm going to end this stream here. I appreciate everyone who tuned in to watch. You get to see a little bit more of what I do, I guess, for my my sorts. I know it's kind of out of focus. I have to work on getting something rigged up so I could be down closer. Right now, it's hanging now 4 feet above my head. It's like 6 feet off the ground, 7 feet off the ground. So, yeah, hanging from the ceiling fan. My goodness, it's not, it's turned off by the chains because someone turned that light on. That's Zip, 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 and it's going to fly. But again, thanks for tuning in. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. I'm going to post one later on today. I've got, like I said, I got to do that one on Donnie Baseball. And I've got one from yesterday that hasn't posted yet. I haven't posted. And that was with my two granddaughters, the Chaos Sisters, as I call them. Because, well, if you watch the videos, you'll see why. I had to send one to timeout. She was getting so rowdy around the car. It's like totally disrespectful. So I had to send her a timeout. She came back. And, yeah, started right back up. So we had to shut her down. And that was that. Then I finished it up. Part 2, I finished up back here at the house. Anyway, you'll get to see that later on today. So, without any further ado, this is Boomslang signing off saying peace, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Have a good one.